If you want to grow on Instagram, and I don't mean just getting likes and follows, I mean getting actual clients and reaching consistent 10K to 30K months with your business, then you need an organic content strategy. And that's why today in this video, I'm going to be revealing my content strategy that has led to 70K months in my own business. If you don't know who I am, I'm Natalie, and I've worked with over 200 women, specifically women who are coaches, consultants, and women who sell their expertise in the form of an online course, and I help them grow their impact and income. So if that sounds like you and you're a female entrepreneur and you want to be able to grow your business, then you're in the right place, and you should subscribe and hit that notification bell because I put out new videos just like this one every single Friday. I've been using organic Instagram content for a while now to be able to get clients. So if you go check me out on Instagram right now, I do have a larger following at the moment, but it wasn't always that way. In fact, last year I made around 70K per month, usually around 50K, but I had some 70K months last year, and I only had around 2,600 followers at the time. So I know a lot about conversion and turning followers into paying clients. So get excited, get a notebook, write some notes, and let's get into this content strategy. So a principle that I teach is called the content spectrum, meaning that when people follow you, they're not at the same point in their buyer's journey. There's people that are in the cold category, there's people in the warm category, and there's people that's in the hot category. And what I mean by that, you may have heard of this before as a concept, is that people who are in that cold category, maybe they just found your account. Those people, not all the time, but usually aren't going to buy straight away from you because they don't know you that well. Then when in the warm category, you have someone who has been following you for a while, maybe they do like your content, but they're not quite over to the tipping point of they want to buy. And then people in that hot lead kind of category are people that already know you, love you, trust you, and they also are like, okay, if you offer anything and you're like, hey, this is what I've got and I'm doing something, special and you can work with me, they're going to be those people that get pushed over the edge and become your client, right? Now, when it comes to content, you have to have a content spectrum, because if you post one type of content in a specific, like if you only post content that resonates well with cold leads, we're not doing anything to push those hot leads over. If we aren't posting anything for warm leads, then, we aren't continuing to warm those people up to move them into the hot category. If we're only posting content for people in the hot category, people are going to kind of get turned off by it. They're going to be like, oh, well, I don't really even know you that well. And just overall, it won't work well. That's why your content needs to go across this spectrum, right? And we can't just be posting one type of content for a specific, in this spectrum journey, right? So some examples of this in play. In that cold category, I really love to use Reels at the moment, because Reels get in front of a lot more people that aren't just necessarily your followers, okay? But just using Reels doesn't mean that we're posting content in the cold category, okay? What you want to think about here is whenever people come and follow you, some different content that's going to resonate well with people who are in that cold category is talking about your own personal journey, talking about why you got into the niche that you're into, kind of your own personal transformation and things around that, as well as just general things that they might be experiencing, like reels that are centered around things that might be relatable to them, problems that they're currently facing. These are things that are going to work well in that cold category, and then using reels specifically, since they do reach other people outside of your just your following, can help you bring in more of those ideal clients, and you're posting content specifically that's focused for those people. Now, if you're one of those people that has a hard time coming up with new content ideas and like having to post on a consistent basis never works out for you, because you end up like at your computer screen and you're just staring at a blank page and you're like, shoot, what do I post today? right? And so consistency becomes very difficult. I've actually put together a free content guide, right, where I help you put together 30 days worth of content in just a matter of minutes. If this is something that sounds interesting to you and it would be helpful for you, all you have to do is go over to my Instagram. It's at Natalie Santa Rosa. Follow me and then DM me the word content guide and I will reply to you directly. Now, if we move into the warm category, right? Here's where you're going to want to post content that does a couple of different things. One, it actually solves a problem. So what you want to think about is any type of valuable content. I sometimes like to think of these as like mini blog posts. It's something where you're actually thinking of a problem your niche has, and then you're creating content that helps kind of like solve the problem a little bit for them. It's valuable, it builds trust, just like, let's say, this video, for instance, right? And people get to know you better and they see you as an authority. Another great piece of content that works really well in that warm category is belief shifting content. So what are some common misconceptions within your niche, right? What are some things that everyone says works that actually doesn't work? And then creating content around those topics will also better position you as an authority within your niche. Now, in that hot category for how we're going to actually convert those followers into paying clients, you need to be doing a couple of different things. One, sharing client testimonials, right? It's super, super important. It builds a lot of trust with people. They see like who you've worked with, how you've helped them. Another great thing here is just actually directly selling through maybe promotions. Maybe you're running some sort of promotion. Maybe you're promoting a live masterclass or even a webinar that you've put together, but then you promote your offer inside that webinar as well. Or even just directly selling on stories. I love selling on stories. I've actually sold as much as $46,000 within just 1 week of using stories to sell. So I think it's a really, really powerful tool if you know how to use it, right? And if you're thinking here, oh, I don't want to seem overtly salesy, you have to sell in order for people to know what you're talking about. And when people have a real need and desire for what you have to offer, they're gonna love that you're actually talking about what you offer because you can solve their problem for them. All right, everybody, I hope this video was valuable for you today. If you are and you have more questions about how do I use Instagram as a tool to continuously get clients, I actually have a mini course, okay? It's super affordable, right? And it teaches you my exact client attraction strategies and how to go about attracting inbound leads within just 7 days on Instagram. If that's something that interests you and you'd like to learn more about it, just go below to the link, click that link in the description. I have more information about it. I have a video about what we cover and everything inside of that mini course, and I hope to see you there. All right, if this video is valuable for you, subscribe, comment below what you would like me to talk about next, and hit that notification bell because I'm going to put out another video like this one next Friday.